Tatting is a simple lace. Not historically as elegant as some of its fellows, it wasn't really used in evening gowns or to add prestige to attire the way other laces did. More of a homemade lace, it adorned aprons, nightgowns, linens, and the clothing of children. The equipment needed to make it is also simple. A shuttle or two, some thread, and maybe a tiny hook. And that's it. Tatting shuttle. Tatting shuttles are very simple. They're basically two plates of bone or shell or metal or plastic with a rod running through the middle to wrap your thread around, or a bobbin that would come out to wrap your thread around. At the tip, there's either going to be a hook or a point or nothing at all, in which case you would want to have a tatting hook or a crochet hook. I like to use crochet thread to teach, like a size 30 to a size 10. I encourage my students to do the same. It's easy to see what you're doing with a larger thread, and then once you've got the hang of it and you don't have to unpick quite as much anymore, you can move on to the tatting thread. The most common is the DMC 80 thread. It comes in lots of different colors. It's the perfect size because it's small enough to be delicate, but still large enough to see. Winding your shuttle. If you have a removable bobbin, then it's easy. You can just wind it up, put it back in, and you're good to go. With traditional shuttles, you're just going to wind the thread around the post in the center. It's a little slow. They have hooks that you can wrench open the sides of your tatting shuttle with, but I really don't recommend it because once you've loosened the ends of your shuttle and they're all splayed, then you've kind of ruined your shuttle. So it takes a little while, but you just wind it up through the ends. So here we go. There aren't many different stitches in tatting. You're kind of just dealing with rings and chains all made up with slip knots and separated, joined, or decorated with picots, and that's about it. So I've seen two different ways to hold it. The first, and it's kind of the more common way, is grab it between your thumb and your index finger, wrap it all the way around, and hold it like this. Your working thread is going to be in between here. Personally, I find this very awkward. My great-grandmother taught my mom taught me. We hold it this way. This way your index finger is responsible for governing the tension and flipping the knot. And I think it's much easier to be precise with your index finger than your middle finger. But of course, with any of these old domestic art forms, whichever way you have either been exposed to or are comfortable with is just fine. You can also curl your ring finger and pinky in like this, as long as your thread can still move freely between everything. Tatting in general is a little awkward, but it becomes second nature very quickly. So here's your tatting rhythm. Circle towards you, slide under your hand thread and over your hand thread. Pull your shuttle through the loop. Now, this is the tricky part. You're going to want to flip this tension. So, loosen your index finger, tighten your shuttle so that that knot flips. Okay? Away from you, over, under. And there's your slip knot. That's all there is to tatting. So, once you get this little slip knot down, then you're good. Alright, so let's try this again. Circle towards you, under the hand thread, over the hand thread. Pull it through, tighten the shuttle, loosen the hand thread, and get that knot to flip. Second half is reversed, so away from you, over the hand thread, under the hand thread, but you're still going to want to try and flip that knot. And there we go. If you grab them and they slide, then you've done it correctly. So, towards you, under, over. Pull that shuttle thread nice and tight. Loosen your hand thread. Let the knot flip. Away from you, over, under. And flip that knot. All right, so there's 3. We'll try a couple more of these. Remember your rhythm. Circle towards you, under, over, flip the knot. Circle away from you, over, under, flip the knot. Towards you, under, over, flip the knot. Away from you, over, under, flip the knot. Towards you, under, over, flip the knot. Away from you, over, under, flip the knot. Towards you, under, over, flip the knot. Away from you, over, under, flip the knot. Towards you, under, over, flip the knot. Away from you, over, under, flip the knot. And now we have this long, beautiful line of stitches. You're just going to pull on the shuttle thread. Pull your string all the way through. And yay, we have a little tatting ring. And it's lovely. And don't be discouraged if your ring doesn't close. It just means that one of the little stitches somewhere along your line isn't sliding because the knot probably didn't flip. Just cut it off and try again. And keep practicing. Once you get all your stitches to slide and you can close up that ring, then you're ready to go on to the next video where we make picots, and I will meet you there. Okay. Towards you, under. Why are you applauding, dear?